Welcome to the Kendy and Raybo podcast, sponsored by Anderson's Bar and Grill and the Blind Tiger Bar.
Headphones and take a slug of me tea. Sorry about that, though.
It's all right. I'm not having a great hair day.
What?
It's just a bit high.
What do you mean?
Me hair.
Why?
Just sometimes that I don't give it the care and attention it needs in the morning, it ends up being useless for the day.
Well, show me mine then there for a second, James. I'm looking at myself as well.
Yeah, your hair is lovely.
Voluptuous.
Well, it's very voluptuous. Young man's hair.
But having said that, this is last night's hair. I just left last night's hair in. It is last night's hair.
Yeah. Episode 189 for those who didn't read the label.
Don't be reading that, man. We'll tell you. Come here. Any crack with the it's bank holiday?
You know something? It's the best edition Ireland ever come up with. It was marvellous.
We're on about adding more as well, aren't we?
Yeah, but there was a whole gap there between Christmas and Paddy's Day, and it was too long.
You sound like one of the feckin' teachers now.
Why? Oh, really?
Oh, well, we had to spend, the last term was 6 weeks before we got a break. Fuck off.
I really enjoyed it now. Because for us civil servants, we tend to be out of leave at this point, like myself.
Yeah.
I have no annual leave left.
The thing is, that you get your 28 days, don't you?
Yeah, we do, yeah.
And then you just have to... Can you take it all at once, like, if you really want?
You could if you were late.
Like, you'd have it blown, wouldn't you?
Well, I did.
Like a bag...
I blew it.
Like a kilo of coke you found off the coast of Ireland, you'd have it blown in a month.
Loretta blew it.
Yeah, like, it must be awful hard to fight that urge to just blow off the days, like, you know.
Some people are great to keep it, and then other people are mighty, they work up the flexi leave. Yeah. Which is great.
That's a great job. So how many more extra flexi days can you take?
Oh, Jesus. Well, you can take a day and a half every month. Every 4 weeks, you can earn a day and a half. But you have to work up those hours.
Okay. So let's get on to a different conversation. What profession in Ireland is getting road, right? Because it's not the teachers and it's not the civil servants. Is what we're just after finding out. You get to take holidays whenever you want. The nurses are getting road. Yeah. And I mean, you know, they're probably, if you ask me, they shouldn't be getting
they shouldn't be getting road.
Yeah, hitting a mad like that you get but which is good. Oh, that reminds me as well. Yes. Have you heard of and what are your feelings on the 4-day week that is being...
I think it's a marvellous idea.
Yeah, well, obviously you do.
ML, my father ML, absolute opposite opinion. Yeah, we had this debate the last night over the dinner.
Isn't he retired?
He is retired.
Yeah, it's very easy for him to say. I think we should all be working. I did it. That's what's wrong with him. He said, if I had to work 5 days, then you do.
I said to him that you'll find that if you put people on a 4-day week, they'll do the same amount of work in 4 days that they were doing in 5.
I think that is exactly the case.
And then he immediately went, well then, if that's the case, put them back then on 5 days and expect a 20% increase.
Yeah. I don't think you realise how Irish people work there now,
yeah. There's a lot of time wasted though on a 5-day week.
Oh, stop.
Do you know?
The amount of time, like on a Friday evening, I can only imagine civil servants and teachers are like, I mean...
and most sectors. Now, don't be targeting the...
I'm not going to target, no. So just the teachers and the civil servants. I can
just
imagine...
teachers.
No, I'm joking. Of course I'm joking. But you know that thing where you're, once it gets to lunchtime... on Friday, you're pretty much going, actually the week is over now.
That's it now.
I might just go and have a look, is there any roses left in the kitchen?
There's no point starting something new when you've only got them couple hours
Why
left.
would you? Sure, I've only 3 hours, like, and then whatever, So I definitely get that. Like, so what's the idea? Is that you get Fridays off, is it?
I don't know, it'd be one of the days, yeah.
Have you ever heard of UBI?
What's the UBI?
So, have we talked about this?
This is Universal Basic Income.
Yeah, have we talked about this?
Hey, great, I got a good question.
That's good. I don't know, have we talked about this before?
I think it's a good idea, but I think it's very much more Star Trek living.
What does that mean?
Star Trek, if anyone has ever watched Star Trek is all about lads in a ship and none of them are getting paid. Yeah. They're abroad out in the solar system and they're just there because they love it.
They're just tipping away, like, yeah.
Yeah, they're there to do the right thing and save an old alien species from ultimate disaster. Do you know?
So, yeah, but they're working and not getting paid for it.
But they're getting all their needs met in that, they get the uniform, they're getting, this sounds like the Navy, they're getting the food, they're getting, what else are they getting? Oh, they have the holodeck. That's marvellous.
A holiday?
The holodeck.
Oh, is that where you go for your holidays?
You can go on your holidays there. Basically, the holodeck is a hologram room where you go in and you just program in, like you say, I want to go kiss the Blarney Stone down in Limerick.
I want to go kiss some young one.
No, it's not. Where's the Blarney Stone? That's in Tipperary, isn't it?
In Cork, is it? No?
In Cork?
I haven't a clue, man.
Down the country.
That's terrible.
Yeah, so I want to go kiss the Blarney Stone. All of a sudden, you go in the door of the holodeck and you're there at the castle where the Blarney Stone is.
Hang on now. I mean, the devilment involved in that.
Isn't that marvellous?
I'd straight away go.
Where would you go?
Red light district in Amsterdam.
Yeah, they do use it for that. Huh? So if you're anywhere sexually frustrated at all, you can say red light district, Amsterdam, and you can pick the year. So you kind of go, well, I didn't like it in the 90s. Ooh, 2003.
It wasn't bad in the 70s. It was hairy, but it was a lot cleaner, I thought.
Yeah, they were nicer. They talked to you.
I thought they were a lot nicer in the 70s with the hair on. So, the UBI. But I was going to say something else there then about that. So we pretty much have that anyway. That's what I was going to say.
It's called the dole.
No, not the UBI. We'll go back to UBI in a second. That holly deck that you have.
Really?
Like we have VR experiences now. Where
you do, but it's not the same.
Jeez, it's not far off it, man.
No, and I feel like Geraldine Kendy there now. It's not the same.
It's not the same as it used to be.
Same.
No, but I mean, I've seen people use it and shit like.
I have wanted to try it, and you know another thing is these drones you can get now.
Yeah,
you can get a drone and they hook into your VR headset, and you put on a set of goggles, and you can actually see the drone flying.
Yeah,
which is marvelous.
Yeah,
all of a sudden you're like an American Army personnel person.
I've used that now. I mean, but I've been in control of the camera aspect of that because I want to welcome you, Raymond, to the EU.
What's that about?
So you can't fly those drones anymore.
Oh, marvellous.
No, you can, but you can't.
Right.
So you know the way about... so drone technology kind of burst onto the scene. But, and no more than anything like computers or anything like that, all of a sudden it became affordable for the layman.
Yeah.
So... we had drones for years.
I got one for a Christmas present about 3 years ago.
That's what I'm just going to say to you.
It lifted off and then hit a tree.
Yeah, all of a sudden.
And then it was broke.
That's exactly what happened because
Thanks,
all of a sudden everyone was buying their father a drone for Christmas.
And then it was hitting a tree.
Yeah, and then he said, do you know what I'll do now? I won't even bother bringing it outside. I'll actually set it off here in the sitting room.
Yeah.
And see how it goes. And then it hits one thing.
Hits the lamp.
Yeah, it hits
and
the lamp.
That's the lamp broke.
Yeah. So, and the drone. So you can't do that anymore.
Great.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to get the date wrong, but let's just guess one.
Yeah.
On the 1st of January of this year.
Yeah.
Of last year, 2022, it became illegal within the EU to fly a drone without one of two things. Now, some of the facts here are going to be airy.
Is the first thing a drone?
Yeah, the first thing is a drone. You can't fly the drone.
So glad that the EU brought that in because
without eyes.
I see an awful lot of people going out without a drone, flying drones.
It's a disgrace, man.
That should be illegal.
Jeez, that's stupid.
Standing there with a box in their hand. What are you at? Flying me drone, but you haven't got one.
That's number one is the fact that you have to have a license.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you have to go pass your theory test for a drone. You have to get lessons off Brendan Tierney.
You have to get 12 lessons.
12 lessons.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the second thing is, Ray, and I don't know if this is just for certain types of drones or or certain areas where you're flying drones, but you have to have a parachute on it.
What?
Yeah. So
that if something bad happens, the drone can save itself.
Yes. So what it does, Raymond, is it cuts off the propellers.
Yeah.
The wings.
Yeah.
Okay. And you hit a big red button.
And there's a little action man pop out.
Yeah, it flies out. Yeah. Then the Americans shoot it down then over Georgia. So.
No, we have to talk about that.
We will talk about that in a second. Anyway, so that's the rules and regulations on it there. But what happened was...
I like them rules.
Yeah, no, it's good. But what happened was then... so you can't fly drones in Sligo without the permission of the airport.
Yes.
Even though there hasn't been a commercial flight out of it since 1966.
Yeah, but they're they run the helicopter.
Yeah, of course. So you can't fly a drone over airspace. You also can't fly a drone over people.
Right.
So I just want to flash
How do the weddings do it?
No. I was just going to say, Ray, I want to flash you towards some videos that you might see on Facebook or other kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah,
where people are flying
weddings.
Yeah, can't do it. You're not supposed to do it.
Oh.
It's illegal.
Right.
So I don't want to be calling people out like that because I hate that because there's a big...
Don't call people out.
No, yeah. So there's a huge thing in the community now. So in the drone community and the videography community, there's a big push towards calling each other out. It's like COVID all over again, but this time it's for drones.
Rebel drones.
So the authorities have told people, call your comrades out if they are doing something illegal. So a gentleman flew a drone over an Ed Sheeran concert in Cork 2 years ago and he lost his license.
Oh.
Gone. Like, no way. You flew that over people's heads.
Yeah.
Gone. Because he got reported on Facebook.
Yeah.
So people are reporting each other now for drone mishaps.
Isn't that absolute bastardism?
Yeah, but I mean, we learnt that in COVID. They said, make sure you're telling each other now if you're sneezing. That's what they did! But make sure you tell on Ray if he's sneezing.
It's a thing in school they used to try and get us to do, but then we figured out no.
Yeah.
Because you get a baiting.
Yeah, you get called a tattletale.
Are there people now administering these baitings?
Yes, there is.
Is there?
There's people in Sligo administering these baitings.
Good.
Yes.
So someone who actually dobs in. So say, for example,
I'm
at a wedding.
Yeah, no, sorry,
right?
excuse me. They're not. No, there's people doing the tattletale.
No, so I'm at a wedding and I see a lady over beside me.
Yeah.
And she sees the drone up, getting these magnificent photos of the group.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden that lady then gets in her phone and she calls the cops.
Yep.
And the cops come down and arrest the man with she should get to baiting.
Yeah, she should get the bait.
Because back in school, that's what used to happen. And that would put us off dobbing people in.
Absolutely right. And I'm glad you brought this up because we're afraid to bait people anymore at all now.
That's what it is. Whistleblowing has gone out of hand.
The whistleblowing's got way out of hand. And if there's a woman there, we should be able to bait them again, right? That's not just women, by the way. Sorry, that sounded terrible.
Yeah, but
what I mean is tattletales.
You want equality as well. You can't just be baiting lads.
No, well, I'd bait anyone. I'd bait a woman, I'd bait a fella, wouldn't bother me at all. No, all I'm saying is that we need to get back to the tattletale has gone out the window, man. Right. It's gone over everybody's head. We're just doing it. We're just telling on everybody anymore now.
I had an incident of that.
Go on.
Sorry, now I'm after realising that I'm one of them people.
You tell on yourself. You would like
at Christmas there, right? Outside on our street, Chapel Street.
Yeah.
There was a Christmas tree.
Yeah.
From a few doors up.
I remember seeing it, yeah.
Yeah. Did you see it?
Yeah, I saw it, yeah.
The absolute audacity of them.
Yeah.
They dragged it out of the house, leaving a trail of pine cones.
Yeah.
And then they left it standing on the footpath.
You live on a residential street in the middle of town.
And there was still nice decorations on it.
Yeah, unbelievable.
They couldn't be arsed even taking off the decorations.
They just left it outside the door.
They did. Now, there is a gentleman that used to live beside me. His name is Noel. He has not got sight. Right? He is a blind man, and he's the loveliest man ever. You might see him around the town selling a big issue.
I'm so sorry, but I wasn't expecting that kind of a curveball from you.
No, but immediately when I seen the Christmas tree, I know that Noel frequents our street. He'd walk up and down.
Oh yeah, so he's going to be in trouble, yeah.
So he's going to hit that, and it's going to be a disaster.
Yeah.
Noel is going to end up knee deep in a fucking Christmas tree.
Yeah.
And nobody wants that for Noel.
Yeah, he'd be knee deep in the trunk.
So I went over and I knocked at the door.
Yeah.
I got no answer. They mightn't have been home.
Do you know who they are?
They're new on the street.
Right. Oh, yeah. They don't know the
They
crack.
have featured on this podcast before in that they were, if anyone remembered the Two Drunk Blondes segment.
I remember
yes.
it, yeah.
So they have, this is their second foray into the street politics.
So what was their excuse? Oh, sorry. So you knock on the door.
So I knocked on the door, they got no answer.
Okay.
Then I moved it off the footpath. Okay. And a day or two later, it had fallen over. I was just getting so vexed that anyone would have the audacity to just put their Christmas tree outside the front door.
Yeah, can I also say as well that by moving it then and leaving it there, it was also blocking a car parking space.
It was, yeah, yeah.
And that is premium parking on that road.
So I did something I haven't done, I think, ever.
You egged the house.
No.
You took a shite in their garden.
No, but that's probably a good idea.
That wouldn't be a bad idea.
No, but I don't think they'd notice it.
Huh? They wouldn't notice your shite.
A lot of shite in those gardens. I decided to look up, what do you do if someone dumps something and you don't want them to be dumped?
It's illegal dumping, yeah.
It is illegal dumping. So I looked up, and there's a gentleman here in Sligo. He is the Sligo litter warden.
He's who you tattletale to.
And he is a man that has a phone number up on the Sligo County Council website. So I rang him.
087.
And I said, Timmy.
Jimmy.
Timmy.
So I'm
going to call him Timmy.
Let's call him Timmy.
Let's call him Timmy.
I'm so
Timmy.
glad that's not his name.
I said, Timmy, what's the story? If someone dumps a Christmas tree on a residential street, what do you do? Yeah. He says, well, I can call around and have a look.
No, he said I can't assess it yet.
I can't. No, I said, but I'm away till Monday.
No.
So this was about Thursday. It's like, right, Sam, we should call Monday, and if it's still there, you can bring all hell down in the street.
Yeah, but did he perhaps not ask for some photographic evidence?
No, he was happy enough to take my word for it.
He wants to go out for.
He said we'll swing by as we're passing.
No.
So I was then away.
Fuck me, what a council worker like. Isn't that just? Have you ever heard a more council worker answer ever?
So yeah, he said
no definition. No. Like he gave you no definition. There's a chance I'd be swinging by in the next week.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be the highest of his priorities. I'm sure he was dealing with oil cans somewhere near a children's playground. Do you know?
Last thing you want there.
Yeah. So that's the thing. I'm sure he had other things to be doing. I was away then that weekend.
Right.
7 hours took off down the country.
You did.
And we came back on the Sunday evening, and lo and behold, I was embarrassed.
Well, it was still there.
It was gone.
It was gone. So who got rid of it?
I don't know.
Now, so how many days was it out there for?
I was out there for a good, as far as I was aware, I was out there for a good 6 days.
Yeah, that's the really frustrating thing about this, Ray. And that is why sometimes I would err on the side of vigilanteism.
Oh, okay. You'd burn it.
Yeah, no, I would burn them.
No, you can't do that.
No, but you have to listen to me, right? You went straight to the top, right?
I did.
You went to the head honcho.
I did.
Who did nothing.
Yeah. No, he didn't do nothing.
He did.
He said, I liked his approach because I didn't want a tattletale. And I liked the fact that there was a few days cooling off period between, and I told on them. Yeah. And when they actually got the
yeah, but they didn't get the full force of the law, though, I presume. I presume they eventually just got rid of it somehow.
Well, I don't know how it went.
Yeah, okay. I would be of the opinion that it wasn't Timmy that got rid of this fucking.
Oh no, I know it wasn't Timmy. Timmy swung by on the Monday. That's gone great.
Yeah, and he said he was delighted.
Yeah,
this is where vigilantism. I mean, how do people like the Batmans come into power? Because they say the justice system is certainly not doing enough in my town. I'm going to put on a bat suit.
So would you put the 3 through their window?
Yeah.
Or try and force it through their letterbox in little pieces?
Well, first of all,
I'm getting all sadistic now.
no. What I mean is that, well, first of all, I'd have to accumulate some gadgets and all kinds of stuff like the Batman did. So perhaps get a belt, a utility belt.
I know. Yeah, I'm going to let you carry on.
Yeah.
So you've utility. I could have sellotaped to their car.
Now, that'd be the right thing. Put it on their roof.
Yes!
But not only that, though, because that's still not teaching them enough of a lesson. Like, you want to be, again, like shiting in a bag or something. Like,
why does it always come back to shiting in a bag?
Just tell me where I need shite. No. So, but you gotta do some shit like that'll mess with their heads. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like break.
But you don't want to start a turf war.
No.
Because I'm sure I'm not a perfect resident. And there are times when I put a foot wrong in the street.
Well, do you ever put a Christmas tree out in the road?
No, I haven't done anything. That's stupid.
So now exactly.
But we've had a party or two and upset people.
That is definitely true as God.
You know?
So they should maybe shite your... No, but you should do some real sadistic stuff like clearly break in both of their doors. Their front door and their back door. And then don't steal anything.
Okay.
But make it seem like you robbed something.
Right.
Because then they'll be driven demented then going, what did he rob? Like little sadistic shit like that.
I don't want to go this far. I don't.
No.
See, this is a cycle of crime that I don't want to do.
Do you want to be a vigilante or not?
I don't want to be a vigilante. I just want them to learn a very valuable...
kids?
I don't believe so.
Okay, well,
I don't want to presume.
No. When you don't presume anything. Where do they work?
I don't know.
Okay, it doesn't matter. Let's go to their workplace and spread horrible rumours about them.
Vicious
vicious rumours like it shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know
I
what
suppose maybe it's good enough to call them out in an international podcast such as this one.
Yeah, or like let's Photoshop their heads onto stuff. Like if they're husband and wife, and I'm not sure if they are or not, I'm going to Photoshop the husband's head onto a picture of him with like loads of women in Mexico.
Right.
And then just say to her,
no.
I'm just going to say, look, you don't know who I am.
You've taken this too far.
But, I mean...
You've taken this too far. I think what I did was okay.
No, you didn't. You didn't do anything.
Well... What?
Because the Christmas tree is left sitting there for 6 days.
Yeah, but I'm sure it was. They must have done something with it then, unless the bin man must have.
The bin man took it upon himself because he's more a pair of balls than you.
And he knew Noel as well would be struggling down that footpath.
And he bought Noel out of it. He bought you out of it as well, man.
Right.
And eventually you're going to have to stand up someday and shite in someone's front door. That's all,
true.
you know. So UBI is, I don't know. I'm not really that into it. So I don't know.
I think it's great. A universal basic income is a marvellous idea.
Yeah.
If you basically commit to everybody, look, we'll give you enough to get along.
Yeah. What happens to inflation?
But the problem is, you have to get something from people.
Yeah.
You can't have them just shiting around suiting themselves.
How many? 100% of Ireland's population. Let's pretend Ireland has 100% of its own population.
Right.
That's true.
That's a fact.
That's what we call a fact.
Yeah, Google it.
Okay, how much percentage of the country do you think would sit in their tits if they were given 300 quid a week?
You see, there's a percentage. There's also a percentage that would be too guilty to take it. No, I don't want it. No.
You definitely would. You'd be like, I don't know now. I don't know if I want that.
What do you want
now.
for it?
Yeah. No, well, that's
how
the
much
thing.
would I give you?
What do you want for it? And my big thing is what happens to inflation in something like UBI.
Yeah.
You know? Now, they did try it in a town called Utrecht in Holland.
I enjoyed your pronunciation.
Did you like that? I don't know if that's right or not.
Can you whip it out again there?
Sorry. No, Utrecht in Holland.
Yeah.
Otherwise known as the Netherlands.
And did it work there?
I mean, they only tried it for 6 months. It was a trial to see what happens when you give. And their idea in the perfect utopia that is the world,
or Star Trek,
is that everyone remembers that they're great musicians and painters.
Yeah.
And they just start doing loads of music
but
and
even
nice paintings.
If you're not one of those people and you're just getting your basic, you might pick up the odd Christmas tree here and there.
But
because you feel like the state has given you the few pounds, you're going, well, I might just.
That's a very positive outlook to have on something like UBI. The other side of it then is that they go, that's brilliant because I have €300 more now to spend on cocaine and I don't have to do anything for it.
This is true.
So, or I have €300 more now to spend on Doritos and sit on the couch and watch The Office. I know it's always The Office, but that happens too. So, how many people do you think are going to contribute to a better utopian society or who is not going to do such? I mean, I think I'd be on the fence a little bit because when I do find myself with free time, I have a tendency to head towards the lazier parts of life.
Yes, you do.
Like
with a bottle of white wine.
How much PlayStation? Yes. So COVID #1 is the best example of whether you think UBI is going to work or not.
Yeah, actually, we kind of did UBI
It's such
here.
a good experiment, isn't it? So when the first lockdown came around, I drank wine every night with my wife and got fat and played PlayStation.
Yes, you
I
did.
didn't delve into my arts really that
No.
much. Bar putting up the odd fucking Gareth Brooks song up on Facebook.
Yeah.
I didn't really get mad creative,
No.
you know? So I would probably have a tendency to lean towards that lifestyle rather than.
You're everything that's wrong with university.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm the glaring guy that they should be looking at, not the perfect like, oh well, your man now he's going to do a lovely exhibition of his fucking pottery. No, he's not, man. He's going to get out of it in weed. He's going to smoke the head of himself. Probably. Not everyone's going to do that. And the other thing is, well, then what happens to inflation? How far do you go? And the other thing, Raymond. This is the other thing that most people are even more worried about when it comes to the UBI is why would I hand over all of my body and self and mind to the government and say
That's true.
I'm with you now.
Yeah.
And you give me my money and I'll stay.
It's effectively what I do for a living.
Yeah.
I'm on a universal basic income.
Yeah.
And I just voluntarily then go on the laptop during the week.
Yeah, so here's the thing though. Here's the cutter with the UBI if you're not really fully understanding what we actually mean by this. Let's say, for instance, they decide in Ireland they're going to give you 400 quid a week.
Yeah.
No strings attached. After that, you can make as much money as you want or as little money as you want.
Nice.
You're getting 400 quid a week.
Nice.
So it's not means tested like the rock and roll is.
There'll be no one working in pennies.
That's the problem, Raymond.
There'll be no one.
And we'd hand ourselves over to Boston Scientific with their fucking... Have you seen the new Boston Scientific robot?
No.
Man, he can jump about 8 foot. It's the Terminator. It's unbelievable.
And there's another job I have to go on.
Go on.
The person that takes the minutes at a meeting.
Why, what's
Chat
going on?
GPT is after rocking into the room.
Now.
They're after making Chat GPT. For anyone who doesn't know that, Chat GPT is essentially the artificial intelligence that's going to take over the world and kill us all.
Yes, it is. You couldn't put it better myself. Chat GPT or Chat Good Morning Britain or whatever the hell it's called. Chat GPT is it is AI based on text and text only, so it hasn't got any other kind of avenue to dictate what it ends up programming. It's only based on text as it stands. I think James would know better. Am I right in saying that, James? Probably.
James is flicking the keys off himself today.
I'm pretty sure it's only based on text as it stands now, but a very dangerous.
But it's got millions and millions of texts.
Yeah. Oh, it's got every text that ever was, pretty much.
Yeah.
In order to, so if I put into this Chat GPT or Chat Good Morning Britain, whatever it's called, if I put into that, show me, I need you to write a script that will it will help me to.
Sure, David Guetta has an example.
David
Guetta said to ChatGPT, "Can you write me an Eminem song?"
Can you write me an Eminem song?
And it spat out one of the finest Eminem songs ever.
Yeah,
and then he went into another ChatGPT, a chat voice GPT, which then, can you sing this song in the style of Eminem?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, the man had an Eminem dance track that had nothing to do with Eminem.
Now, so what does that do for creativity, Raymond? Though. So how much of an emotional essence is there involved in the art of music? Isn't that a good one now? Because if David Guetta is banging in this stuff into Chat Good Morning Britain, and he's coming out with an Eminem song, but he didn't come out with that. It was created by the internet and an emotionless program.
It took its vast knowledge of Eminem songs and went, well, here's a version.
Yeah, so what happens whenever you listen to Lewis Cakendy, right? Yeah. And Lewis Cakendy is singing about a beard that he shifted one time.
Who's Lewis Cakendy?
You know Lewis Cakendy, the Scottish lad.
No. Oh, Lewis Capaldi.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
That's one of your finest Cakendys.
So him speaking emotionally, I remember you were someone you used to love.
Yeah.
Now you're debris. And he's singing that and you're going, because everyone relates to it and they go, there's a fella now that's struggling along in the love life. I have something similar. You're not going to have something similar to a computer. What happened? Did Windows 98 write Windows 95 and then got tick at it?
Yeah, true.
Because that's not going to write a tune. You know. So where does that end up then? Or is music just more so, well, I'm listening to it. Well, dance music is definitely this because it makes no sense as in a shite.
Stop it now.
No, I'm just saying dance music. But so in dance music, it doesn't matter once the beat is there. No one really cares if it creates. But so the emotive response in dance music comes from the melody and the beat rather than the lyrics and what it's thrown out.
Yeah, well, in fairness,
nostalgic.
There's an old dance music, the dance tune, one of my favourite top #1 songs in the year.
What?
Was you know that one, You're Free. To do what you want to do.
Is that not like 40-year-olds? No,
it is. Yeah. But that's one of my favourite songs.
Is it?
And there's nothing to that.
You're free to do what you want to do. That's a great song. That's a great song.
I'd say that's my #1 song in the world.
Go away. Yeah. You know, like I used to listen to. Geez, this is mortifying now. Actually, I know we're around about Chat GPT or whatever. Back in the day when like LimeWire was a thing. You remember torrents? Do you remember when you'd be downloading music from torrents?
Never, because as I said, Always support the artist. If you're wondering why Lindsay Lohan keeps going into rehab, it's because you're downloading torrents.
She's not an actress. I don't think she ever sang a note in her life.
Yeah, but she's just an example. She's someone you need to.
Will you stop giving Lindsay Lohan as an example to everything?
Because that came up in the house the last day again. The old lad was talking about dodgy boxes.
Oh yeah.
And I said, do what you want.
That's a disgrace.
But I think because he doesn't like paying Sky €110 a month, which is a disgrace.
Yeah, that is an absolute disgrace.
Yeah.
And he's paying Sky 110 quid a month to not even get everything.
Oh, it's all the sports he's getting.
Yeah, but he's not even getting all the sports. That's the big problem with it. As in, they don't show everything. Like,
no, they don't.
Which is annoying. Like, why you charge me that much money? I know what you're saying, Ray. And the dodgy box is the new torrents when we were stealing music.
Yeah, we held them off on it because my mother's adamant that they were going to get arrested if they get them. And I kind of went along with that, going, "Yeah, you wouldn't know that, can't you?"
Yeah.
Sorry, torrents.
So torrents. When we were young, they were big things, right? Now, I had been listening to, this is my musical catalogue, okay, from year by year. The age of 8, Westlife.
Oh, wow, was that your first?
I didn't know anything else.
That's true.
And Gareth Brooks.
Wow, okay.
My father had a Gareth Brooks VHS.
Lovely.
Live concert.
Yeah.
And I used to think it was my video. I wouldn't let anyone else watch it, right? So the dad never got to watch it. Anyway, he used to be going around in the blue and black shirt. It was tremendous. So that was my... Shirt. Then at the age of 12...
Yeah.
I found Green Day, AC/DC, all that kind of crack, right?
Class.
Something happened in the thuggery inside me at the age of 14, and I found what is called rave.
Oh.
Have you ever heard... The hardest way to describe this is, you know all the dance music that was tolerable?
Yeah.
English and Scottish people came in and made it the most intolerable thing that ever...
They did.
DJ Rankin,
yes.
All those kind of people.
Would you have been a fan of Scooter?
Scooter was... See, what I mean is, I'm not into dance music, but I get Scooter.
Yeah.
But the worst thing that ever happened to Scooter was some flute in Glasgow, right, found a Scooter song, sped it up 300 times, and then started going, DJ Rankin in the mix, I'm going to come house and eat your Twix. And then that's what I was listening to when I was about 14 or 15.
Okay.
You know?
I wouldn't have thought to look at you.
So, what ended up happening was, when you hear these terms, words went around the school. You know, you can get the boys are making... I won't name the boys, but I remember them. Okay. I remember the boys that were doing this.
So there was lads in your school?
The boys are making rave CDs.
Okay.
Right? Apparently, so there was rave 1 to 9. And we would wait every month for the new one to come out.
Call them out.
So, no, I'm not called them out. So they would say, apparently now he's just after mixing rave 6.
Okay.
And what that meant was, one of the boys downloaded the shite DJ Rankin stuff and put it on a CD, burned it, and then charged everyone in the school 15 quid for it.
That's tremendous.
You know? And I mean, great innovation.
Are they successful businessmen now?
Of course they are. Of course they are.
What do
Just
they do
like
now?
the boys who sold the fags for 50 cents.
What do they do now? Give me the old end of Castle on the Hill there. What are they all at now?
I mean...
One of them's got kids.
One friend
One
left. That's deadly. I mean, I don't know, but they're all very successful.
Do you ever wonder what those fellas, like Ed Sheeran's friends, actually thought about that song?
Yeah, no, they were
because some of them were in having shite crack, or one of them is, you know,
and like
in a bad
one of them,
way.
and like do you know what I don't like about Ed Sheeran now? Speaking of music, I don't like that he called out one of his friends for having already been divorced.
Yeah,
like it's fucking 2023.
And the other one's on a second wife. Very
That's
judgy.
What I'm saying. He said one's already on a second wife, and maybe your man is saying, "Well, I'm not surprised I'm on my second wife. The first one was a bitch."
Yeah, and
you wrote her. Ed. No wonder I'm on my second wife, Ed. You're not gonna you had sex with her.
She got obsessed with George Jones, and that was the end of it.
You brought out the shape of you, and she said, "Show me the shape on you," and I fucking have a second wife now, Ed.
Yeah,
you know,
or maybe the shape of you was about his wife.
Maybe the shape of you was about. I'm in love with the shape of you, despite my friend Tim. Like, but he calls out this fella. One's already on a second wife. So what, Ed? You prick. Not everything works out like your perfect little redhead world.
That dawned on me now. The day we were going up to get the new van, that dawned on me.
What?
Do you know about Ed Sheeran calling out people?
He called everyone out. Mm-hmm. So what is it? One friend left to sell clothes. What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
What's wrong with that, Ed?
And maybe he's got to.
Yeah, where did he go? He could have a very good enterprise in business. Yeah. Maybe he went off to start fucking that Carhartt logo that everyone's wearing now. Yeah. Or Jack and Kendy. Yes. You know what I mean? One friend left to sell clothes. Oh, sorry for having a bit of prosperity, Ed. And then one works down by the coast. Yeah, but that's a fucking tough job.
There's nothing wrong with that.
It's a tough job.
But the coast might be nice.
It's probably a lovely coast. He could be out Ross's Point Strand Hill.
Is it just he's better that he hasn't seen him in a while?
One's already on a second wife. One's just barely getting by. Yeah, like the rest of the world. I'm sorry we all don't have millions, Ed.
Imagine
millions.
if that was Ed's friend group.
It is Ed's friend group.
But imagine the 4 lads sitting there listening to his new song going, why is he calling us out?
Am I the one that was selling clothes just because, you wouldn't know that?
Yeah.
But your man, so the best one would be your man who is, one's just barely getting by.
Yeah.
I mean, they must be looking at each other going, No, that's not me. Is that? Is that me?
Yeah, me.
But like, what does that mean? Barely getting by. I'll tell you what it means, Ed. It means that we all don't have 100 million euro because we wrote loads of songs for young ones. Everyone's just getting by.
Yeah.
Come live in Sligo and see how you're getting by, Ed. Yeah. The big tinted head in you. You know. Yeah. So that one works down, but the second wife, one's just barely getting by.
That's it now.
I can't remember the rest of them. Anyway, Ed Sheeran writing great songs. I hope he comes on one day onto the podcast.
To defend himself.
Yeah, to defend
I'd love to hear more about these gentlemen friends of his that he used to hang out with down by the castle, down by the hill.
Do you think he'd just sit here and just go, one's addicted to cocaine? Yeah. Like, would he just say about like they are the lyrics?
But possibly, yeah.
Yeah, 5 of them are dead.
Five of them are dead.
Yeah. Anyway, that's a load of bollocks. What were we talking about before that now?
Weather
I'm
balloons.
getting confused. Oh my God, yeah, okay. So...
The cheek of the Chinese.
Yeah, they have the cheek of two arses.
They really do, like.
It's the land of 1,000 cheeks, okay? So... What is the crack, and how did they think they were going to get away with this?
I don't know.
We just talked about Chat GPT, or whatever the fuck. I don't know what it's called.
GPT.
GBT. GPT.
Yeah.
We just talked about Chat GPT, right? Yeah. And how far AI and technology has gone.
I never got to
These
that,
boys
by the way.
are still sending air balloons across the water. So why are we so scared of the Chinas? I mean, I saw pictures of it, like, and like it looked like it was just an old balloon tipping across the way.
The two cheeks of them anyway. When the Americans finally did shoot it out of the sky to see was it just a TikTok camera? Do you know, on a TikTok live or something?
It's a Google Drive or a Google Maps camera.
When they did shoot it down, the Beijingis, they went, "Wait, you can't be shooting down our stuff."
They said that is a civilian flying object, and they said you have now insulted the entire Chinese race.
Yeah, that the Chinese are thick.
And we are now going to fire some rockets over towards you. But I still can't get over the audacity of China to go, shh. Right?
Yeah.
All the technology, that's drone technology.
Yeah.
And they said to Shag and Balloon.
Yeah.
Is it true? Like, are we missing something here? Are we stupid?
No.
Like, did they actually... Like, what apparently is, like, the biggest growing kind of population and world power in the world. You know, like, everyone's scared of Russia, but people are really scared of China. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't be that scared, lads, if they're sending a child's balloon across the way. I mean...
It's not a child's balloon.
I'm pretty sure...
It's not got, happy christening written on it.
I mean, I'm pretty sure... When I saw the picture of that balloon... I actually said, I think that's the balloon that I let go outside Supermax in Galway when I was 11, going into the fucking playpen, and I got a balloon afterwards. I let that, and I cried my eyes out when it went up. But don't worry, ma'am, it's over Georgia. I seen it, like. This thing is just now a white balloon, like. So what were they using? So this is the other thing as well, I think the Chinese are. The Chinese sent a balloon over the country of America to try and spy on us.
So they say.
In an era.
Yeah.
Where YouTube is full to the brim of anything you want to know about anything.
Well, like, why didn't they just use the Google Maps? If they wanted to check out the nuclear capabilities in Montana, just go into Google Maps or Google Earth, zoom in, and tap on the area you want to see.
Yeah. You can watch some of this shit live, like, from a satellite.
And plus, everything's underground these days. Why would they think they get anything?
Yeah, but that's why it's all a bit fishy to me, Raymond, no.
Maybe there wasn't a Chinese balloon.
I don't think it was a Chinese balloon at all. I think it probably was my balloon from Supermax in 1999.
And wouldn't that be funny if it was?
Well, I mean, but it just doesn't. Something's not sitting right with me. Like, I think the whole thing is up in the air, if you will.
Very good.
Now, but like, when they shot it down, like, what was inside it? Like a GoPro? Like, what's happening?
Say.
You know?
They didn't say.
And did they shoot it down over Georgia?
They did.
Like, this thing must have been dropping fair low for people to be seen the way I seen it, like, you know?
Yeah, I seen the video of it. Of course, it was on TikTok, which is a Chinese owned thing.
Yes, of course.
So they literally could see live video footage of their own balloon getting shot down the march.
I just don't know. I don't know. The thing is, typical to the... very similar to the drone culture is people started ratting on it straight away and just said, hang on, no, there's a yoke flying here that shouldn't be flying at all.
See, that's the thing again,
and it got shot down. Yeah, it's all about tittle-tattling, like,
Kendy,
I don't know. Go on.
I'm afraid of time here.
Go on, yeah.
I have some things you have to get through.
Go on, you go for it, Jig. You better get through them. Go on.
I didn't know, did you notice your wife was sniggering as we went up the stairs?
Why, what was wrong with her?
Because she knew something you didn't.
Huh.
I have a story.
Go on. Is this something you did to me now again?
No, and I just want to get your opinion on it.
Okay.
So, you remember I last week, I had two big bits of news, which was obviously a new nephew.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Shout out to Shamey.
And a new van.
That's
right.
I went to collect the new van on the Wednesday. Yeah. Beautiful yoke.
Yeah.
And we were away at the weekend, drove to Dublin Airport on the Friday.
Oh,
so
yeah, you were away.
And we were away. I'll tell you about that in a minute.
Yeah.
So we had a good long spin in the van.
Okay.
I'm not keeping it.
What?
Yeah.
Why not?
Because I have a bad feeling about it.
Go on.
I have a couple of bad feelings. I have a bad feeling in my bum.
You crashed it?
No. It's a bit uncomfortable.
Is it?
It is.
What? A new Volkswagen?
You asked me, you asked. Not a new one. It's a 152.
Well, it's a nice
It's
yoke.
a new enough. I mean, I was jumping from a 07.
Hang on now. Is it not comfortable or does it just not feel like your van?
Well, I
You're
don't know.
such a fucking weird. You're so weird.
It's
It doesn't feel like your van.
Just felt weird. I missed my own van, and I'm now after buying the one we got, I'm going to now put it back up for sale and hopefully get the same money for it.
I have a lot of stuff I want to say now.
I know, yeah. Nicola's, when she heard the story earlier from Laura, said that's the most Ray thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, because
I went down today and I collected my old van and the happiest man in Ireland.
like, so, I mean, that's great, like, if that's the case. But
Yeah.
let me say a couple of things. And let me just gather me head. And everything I'm about to say to you, I don't want you to think is insulting.
It sounds to me like a lot of people have been insulting me anyway.
So,
Everybody has kind of laughed at me.
you know, like, you have such... okay, I'm going to start this. I'm going to start this by saying, I think you're mechanical and,
Right.
and a robot.
Okay.
Don't say anything now, okay?
Okay.
Your lack of an ability to have any kind of emotional attachment to human form, and not only that now, and I don't mean this to be bad, so now, so
Sounds like it's gonna
feel
be.
free to bite back if you want to bite back.
Yeah.
So your lack of emotional attachment to human sources around you,
Yeah.
along with your inability, to sometimes see another aspect, another side.
Point of view.
So if I say I'm ripping, you go, well, just stop being ripping then and,
Yeah.
and try that
Oh,
for a
yeah. Well,
second. Okay?
that's good advice, though.
Yeah, it's really good advice. I know you're ripping out, but have you tried not being ripping?
Yeah, have you tried
So,
not being ripping whatever you're ripping about?
with all that being said, and me going, well, Ray's quite robotic. To be so attached to a mechanical piece like that.
I just
that-
found it wasn't as nice as my old van.
No, but you said you cried and everything.
Oh, well,
the
I
shit
was. I was
tear.
fierce upset.
So
I had a tear in my eye. Like.
why can't you be that upset about lives around you?
Look, there's no reason to.
You know?
Everybody's great.
But
Everybody's in
there
great
is,
form.
like, I mean, you got to wear your more. I've said this about a friend of ours that's very, very close to us. He wears your emotion. As in, I don't mean yours. I mean, in general, if you tell him something emotive,
He's right there with you.
he's there with you, right there. He's going, fuck, man, what are
Yeah.
we going to do? You know?
I don't have that.
Whereas
skill.
you're going, I can't believe you're not just sorting this out. Like,
Yeah, would you not sort it out?
Would
I
you not
could see
just
a way
sort it
of
out
sorting it
and stop being annoyed
Stop
or
being
stop being
annoyed.
upset or stop
Yeah,
crying or
it's very
stop.
uncomfortable for
yeah,
everybody.
Yeah, you're making me very uncomfortable. I don't want to be here now.
And
you know?
I'm sorry for you.
Yeah.
Or as I say in Sligo, I'm sorry on you.
Sorry on you.
Yeah.
Hey, your man was feeling sorry on me. So what is it then about you?
I could
that
look.
is-
Let's just talk about the general thing.
Can we talk about May
Drove the-
Fairness?
No,
Okay,
what
sorry.
May
no.
Fairness?
I just said that
How is it May Fairness?
because it's now your life in jeopardy, and I'm not even in jeopardy. But now you're going. Well, this is something that is very important to me,
all right,
and it's now and now I'm very emotional.
but
So is it that you don't care about people at all, anyone else?
maybe,
You know what I mean?
maybe.
Not to be shooting you down now, Ray.
Well, yeah, well, it's been tough for a few days. I don't need a character assassination as well. I was in an awful heap. We drove up to Dublin and I was sitting in it and nothing was right. The doors didn't open wide enough. The seat wouldn't go back far enough. Did you know in Volkswagen Transporters they put in, and for anyone out there that mightn't know this, they put in a bulkhead, which is that
Yeah.
thing behind the front seat.
You can take that out, but yeah, okay.
You can take it out, but then
Yeah.
you hear all the gear rattling around in the
You do,
background,
yeah.
and it's not as nice. So
It's not a separate cab
you
necessarily.
can't put the driver's seat back far enough.
Right.
So it's really and truly Volkswagen Transporters are only suitable for people under the height of 5'8".
Midgets.
5'8" maximum.
Yeah.
If you're more than 5'8", don't buy a Volkswagen
I mean, I've
Transporter.
driven a Volkswagen Transporter before.
Yeah.
They were lovely.
Or the other item is the person that doesn't drive it for long, like your average tradesman.
Yeah.
And he'd get into it, he'll drive 8 minutes down the road to Mrs. O'Brien's house, and he'll
Ryder.
get out there. And he'll get out there.
And he'll fix the plumbing.
And he'll fix the plumbing and he'll drive the 8 minutes back home, and that's why he loves his Volkswagen Transporter.
Yeah, okay.
I was driving 3 hours in this yoke. I couldn't put the seat back far enough because the shagging bulkhead was in the way.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, my knee just kept hitting off the gear stick.
Okay, that's annoying now. I get that, yeah.
Oh my God, it's very annoying.
Yeah.
And then other things. The doors kept closing on me.
What do you mean?
They just, you'd put them open, a gust of wind would come, next thing the door would come and close. And it didn't have the little rubbery bit along the side of the door, so when you open it and there's another car, we'll say, next to you, all it gets is you get metal on metal.
Yeah, the bit of trim, is it?
Yeah, a little bit of trim.
Yeah.
Do you know? Little things.
They don't, trim is tacky. So
it's not tacky, it's functional.
No, it's very functional tack, yeah.
Anyway, I was driving and I was going, it's bad now when your new van isn't as nice as your old van. I was thinking, this isn't going to work.
So are you putting it up?
I'm going to put it back up on Dundee. With some very tasteful photos that I took this afternoon.
Yeah, but what I would love is if like you've now put that van down so much.
I've put it down.
But you're going to have to say to your man, it's a great joke.
No.
Jeez, I must have had it for about 3 days. I loved it.
In situations like this, I can't be involved.
Why?
So I've asked my father, ML.
He's going to sell it.
He's better.
Yeah, he's going to say.
He's heartless.
Great joke. No.
Great joke. And he'll lie to them about the key.
He'll say everything. I'll put the one thing I love about the van is you can put it back. You can put the seat back as far as you want now.
He'll say stuff like that.
Don't even try it. No, just trust me.
Yeah. There's a big man. Jeez, you're tall.
There's a lovely trim on it as well now.
Yeah.
No, because obviously, I mean, I get everything you're saying, but I'm also aware that that's not going to be the case for a lot of people. Like, people will like that van. I promise you that.
Yeah, but I have a question for you now.
Yeah.
I'm based on this, and I think it will resonate with our listeners, or some of them at the very least. Have you ever had a vehicle, right, that you really love, and then you had to sell it, or it was written off, for example, or it just broke down?
Yeah.
Did you ever have that and miss it?
No, like, sometimes I miss the Skoda, but, like, not really. Like,
You don't miss the Audi the time you were driving Audis?
Oh, I love the Audi. The Audi's a nice car as well. But I don't miss it.
But you don't miss it?
No, I mean, if I was getting a car again and someone said it was an Audi, I'd go, brilliant, I'd get another Audi. But I'm not attached to it.
So that's what you're saying about me and my attachment
style. Yeah, are you
animalistic?
You piss in it
I'm
or
an animate attachment.
Like,
so there's different attachment styles.
Yeah.
You can get avoidant, you can get anxious, and I'm inanimate.
Yeah, okay.
My attachment style. I like objects.
Yeah,
I hate seeing things getting broken.
Yeah, okay. You are very object based. I'd definitely give you that. Like,
thank you.
But how did you get your van back?
Oh, well, we hadn't sold it.
Oh, you hadn't sold it yet?
Thank God. Jeez, imagine if I traded it in, I would have been the most heartbroken man in Ireland.
So what's the idea? Are you going to buy a newer version of that van?
No, my gut feeling says stick with the old one.
Will you not just move on and enjoy something new?
I'm going to put my foot down. There's 285,000 kilometres on it. Soon to be 286. I have a funny feeling it'll do another 100.
Okay, I have a funny feeling it's going to fall apart. It's a death trap, and I'm not getting into it, Ray.
No,
I'm
you've
not
had
getting
money
into it.
In fact, the only damage in that van is the time you put a cigarette out on the roof.
Did I? Yeah,
you did.
You sure
did you even smoke at that? You did smoke. Did you used to smoke?
Definitely not. Oh, I used to smoke.
Yeah, it was
but
when
not
you
in
were
your van.
smoking. Yeah, you put a cigarette out in the oven.
You sure it wasn't?
Yeah, I'm absolutely sure because the big sushi mark at the top.
Yeah. Jeez, I don't know what that would be. Anyway, but would you not just move on? Like, and just embrace something new?
No,
like,
I've learnt my lesson now.
To not to bother with anything new.
Not bother with anything new until I find something marvellous or something more marvellous than the one I have.
You won't, Ray.
I will.
No, you won't.
The new Renaults are looking marvellous.
Ray, stop going
backwards.
But
I can't afford them for another 8 years.
Which one? Which one, sorry?
The new Renault Traffics.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, they look really nice.
Yeah. But would you not? You're looking back into the past, Ray. You got to move forward.
No, and I've learnt my lesson now. Volkswagen Transporters, they're fine if you're 5'8" or below.
And do you think Sean will still want one, or is he?
Well, it's funny. You should say that. He doesn't want it either now.
No. He doesn't like it.
No.
Geez, this is a glaring, like, I mean, Volkswagen Transporters, my God.
I'm sorry now.
Why would you bother your arse with one of them?
Yeah,
you know?
they don't. I'd be happy to talk to them. Try and improve it.
What would you do to improve it? Just make it a traffic.
I'd make it a traffic.
Isn't it funny too, like, because everyone goes for the big sexy Volkswagen, like,
but they shouldn't.
And they'd be sneering away at your old smelly old traffic.
Yeah, they shouldn't be sneering.
And it smells terrible.
I'm the comfortablest man in Ireland driving back this evening, so I was.
Yeah, I have driven your van, like, you know,
comfortable.
and it is very nice, like, it's a very nice van and all, like. Yeah. But I mean, you have had that in Mickey Stencils every 2 weeks, like, and we've had this conversation on this podcast. How much are you willing to pay for the idea that you know it's going to get you from A to B? You have no idea it's going to get you from A to B.
I do. I'm manifesting it. I know it's going to.
Hang on now a second. We're not going to put a vision board up on the wall where you can draw you and your van.
I'm going to do that.
Wave it. Okay.
At the moment, I'm positive. I'm putting my faith in it, and I'm putting it out there now. You can play this clip back to me in 6 months if it's all falling apart.
If you're going to be manifesting this way, would you just please take your head out of a 22-year-old young one's diary, please, for a minute? You can't manifest a fucking rust box.
No, it's not a rust box. It's a marvellous van.
Oh, and
another thing as well. There was a time in this country we were in miles. Now, all you young ones out there won't remember that.
You're going to say kilometres kicked in and all of a sudden it went up.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It's not true.
Normally an engine would do 350,000 miles.
What kind of engine would do
Diesel engines.
Well, diesel engines are very good for it,
Thank
but
you very
that's
much.
a lot now.
But when you went to kilometres, all of a sudden that figure stuck in your head and you're thinking, oh God, there's 300,000 kilometres on it now.
Yeah.
Which is only 200,000 miles.
Yeah, well, I mean, anyone in the right sense would realise that obviously 300,000 kilometres isn't the same as 300,000 shagging miles.
That's it. The decision's done now. Sorry about that.
Can I just ask you one more question about this?
You would have really liked it, by the way. It was really sexy.
It
had a spoiler.
Yeah, did it?
Yeah.
Well, I tell you, the spoiler is you got rid of it. The one last question I'm going to ask you, what's the last thing that happened to your van, to your Renault Traffic? What was the last thing that went wrong?
Oh, the steering wheel locked. So you know when the wheel just and new cars don't have it, it's just locked and it wouldn't unlock.
So were you stuck going around the roundabout?
No, I was stuck outside a filling station tomorrow West.
With
a van. Well, I didn't. I just had to go. That was Christmas. I had to just leave it there. Jeez. I abandoned it. I left the key into the gentleman behind the counter in Centra.
So, I'm going to cut you forward a couple of years.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
And I'll leave you with this one now. We can stop talking about it then, okay? Yeah. Laura is pregnant with one of your wonderful babies.
Yeah. Okay? Laura wasn't happy to see the new van go, by the way.
Yeah.
She said she was finally happy about what I was picking her up in.
She was finally happy with you.
And she called the old one the broke down van. You're not bringing the broke down van back. I said, yeah.
So Laura is 8 months and 3 weeks and 6 days pregnant.
Okay.
You still have
Exciting
the Renault
times.
Traffic.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
You're in Ballina.
Oh.
You're back home in Killala.
Back home in Mayo.
It's 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Laura says, Ray, it's happening.
Yeah.
It's happening.
Yeah.
And you say, we've planned for this.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All the stuff is in the traffic.
Everything's in the traffic.
Let's go.
Let's get in.
Yeah.
And you get in.
Yeah.
And you say, Laura, bad idea. You're going to have to hold out on this thing now. Because the steering wheel is locked. Again.
Yeah,
for
but
the
there's
10th time
always
in the last 2
another.
years.
You know me, how much I love for solving problems.
So, sorry.
Let me
You're going to say, let me put this problem aside for a second of the baby that we're about to have. I fixed it. I dropped this down to the extensions.
No, I won't. I'll just say, Dad, can I borrow your car?
Yeah, but no, your dad is on a
So
weekend
you're
away.
saying now it's just me, Laura, and the traffic.
That's it.
And no other vehicles.
Your father and Carmel are away. Huh?
Ring a taxi.
At 1 in the morning. Yeah. And it's a Saturday night.
Yeah,
and they're all...
oh, wait, no, so there's no taxis available.
No.
Shite.
Oh, they're all outside Bar Square.
Okay. Okay. I could also ring a neighbour.
Right, okay, who?
Are all the neighbours on holidays?
No, the neighbours are there, all right.
Okay.
Ring them there. Ring one of them.
I'll ring Mary McAndrew.
Just ring it. Ring it there now.
Yeah. No answer. Fuck, it's night time. Right. Okay. Well, then in that case, what I'm taking from you here is that I have at least 8 months to get a new van.
I mean, the thing is, that could happen to any car. It doesn't matter how new bad it is. But all I'm saying is that you do pay premium to make sure that your car... Having said that, no, mine will break down tomorrow.
I have to talk to you about my trip as well, just before we wrap this up.
Go on, yeah. Go on,
we went to... I just thought I'd bring Laura away for a fancy weekend away.
What was that about?
So...
Also, that's not fancy.
It was. No, I said, hey, baby, let's go somewhere nice.
Come on, girl.
Yes, come on, girl. I'm going to...
Get your big old sexual ass all over here. We don't talk like that,
book
Ray.
some flights, and I booked some flights to the metropolis that is Leeds.
Oh, wow. I mean, it must have been gorgeous this time of year.
It was so beautiful this time of the year. I mean, if anyone hasn't heard of Leeds as a destination to bring your beautiful fiance, it is one of those places. Now, it just so happened my sister lives over there at the moment.
Oh, how convenient.
She is doing a master's in musicals.
She's doing a master's in musicals.
Direction.
Is she?
Yeah,
is she going to become a director?
She's got an MD, musical theatre.
Musical brilliant! A musical director, you mean?
Of musicals.
Yes.
Okay.
So
an MDM.
An MDM.
Yeah, musical director of musicals.
Yes. Okay. I get that, by the way, but not a lot of people will. Go on anyway.
And so she's over there in Leeds University doing that.
Yes.
And we went over to visit her, and we also went to visit an uncle of mine, Tony.
Oh, that's right. How are you, Tony, lovey?
I haven't seen him in 15 years.
Go away.
It was marvellous.
He hasn't aged a day.
It hasn't, and apparently I look like him.
Go away.
Yeah.
Jeez.
But they had a lovely bit of a dinner. But anyway, that was the crack. But we also went to a musical.
Wait, which one?
Are
you not sick to death of musicals now at this
stage?
No,
I wasn't. This was a thing called the Cuckoo Club. And it's spelled C-O-U-P. C-O-U-P.
C-O-U... The Coop Club.
No, Coo is a silent P.
Can I also talk about the fact that when you say the Cuckoo Club...
Yeah.
I mean, does that not sound like something else? I thought you were about to... You know, I went to see a musical called the Ku Klux Klan. That's what I thought when you said that.
No, this is actually much darker than that. This is this particular musical, which is very strange when you think about it. It's about a part in Argentina's history, where a general Jorge Vidala came to power, and a few of his friends, bit of a kind of a chip off the Hitler block.
Oh, you know, what was he of the fascist regimes?
Well, he was of the Jesus Christian values. Let's keep things nice and ticking over here.
All right, okay.
This is only what I gathered from the musical itself.
Who was he trying to fight off?
Well, at the time, it was the young people rising up against his dictatorialness.
Oh, brilliant.
And he ordered the disappearance of about 30,000 of them.
He ordered that they disappear?
He disappeared them, yeah.
Is this based on a true story?
It actually is.
Argentina
was a dark enough owl joke now. Yeah. There was an awful
How
dose
do you sing songs about that, like?
They found a way. There was rape, murder. They killed people by pushing them off planes.
Okay, so this is recent enough.
So they literally told them, this was I think in the 70s.
What?
So their idea was, they said, look, we're going to put you in the plane, but we have to give you a little injection for a vaccination. So they vaccinated them, which was actually some sort of a drug, put them on the plane, flew them out over somewhere, and just opened the door and just kicked them out.
Isn't that mad that isn't that long ago that kind of shit happens?
I know.
It happens still now.
And to think that so many years have passed that it's now okay to write a musical about it and sing songs about it. Now, mind you, it was very, obviously they reminded everybody of a story that I hadn't heard of.
Yeah.
And it was dark enough in places.
But, because what happened next, coming next year? Baku Faso. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Baku Faso.
Yeah, and the general, the fellow who played the general, he was a really kind of a character.
Right.
Because they did it in a cabaret style. So
how on earth these atrocities are merely 50 years old?
Yeah.
And we're going, do you know what now? Let's do an old camp. We'll do a camp general.
They kind of did it like that. They came out and said, hey, how's it going? I'm the general of Argentina.
Jeez.
I'm going to make your kids disappear.
And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. For fuck's sake, they'll make a musical about anything now. What's up now? Next up, ladies and gentlemen, Joseph Fritzl the musical. Come on down and we see.
Yeah.
Fuck me,
It's actually quite a good production. I enjoyed it now, and a big shout out to everybody there from, as Marie called it, Uni, who did it.
Oh.
Yeah, she's been a couple of months over there now, and she's all of a sudden
she's not that
Britishified.
Oh, that's unreal. She's not that long over there at all. She's calling it Uni.
Yeah.
Anyway, keep an eye out for Leeds University's next production, which is Joseph
Crime and Punishment.
No, it's called Joseph and the Fritzl.
And the Fritzl.
It's going to be a belter of a show now. Make sure you go down and see us. Very tastefully done. Wonderful music.
By the way, as well, thanks to Marie as well for putting us up. It was beautiful.
Fair play, Marie. Lovey.
Yeah.
I hope you're enjoying yourself over there.
I have to talk to you one small little matter.
Go on.
We got an interesting message during the week.
Right.
And I don't know, you don't be looking at our Instagram too much.
No, I can't, because talking to people, fuck.
Yeah. So, do you know a gentleman by the name of Keith Walsh?
Yeah.
What does he do?
What does he do again?
You just said you knew him.
Yeah, but don't be fucking putting that in saying I don't know.
You'd only know him from one thing. He's a very well known radio DJ.
Oh, that's right. Oh, thank God. Okay, so here's what's happened. Here's what happened there now, right?
You thought of a different Keith Walsh.
Yeah, no, but also what I thought was, Ray, there's people who talk to us all the time that sometimes you might not remember.
Yes,
and I thought you were saying, do you know Keith Walsh? He's in that every single. He always listens. He always does this. I had to say Okay, so Keith Walsh is the radio presenter.
Keith Walsh, radio presenter. He's on. He was on 2FM, or I think he might still be on 2FM.
Yeah,
but he's a well-known radio 2FM DJ.
I knew him straight away. Sure,
of course you did.
No, I do know who you ran about. So
and on Instagram, he's a blue tick.
Yeah, big blue tick on him.
He's a big blue tick on him. He has 34,000 followers.
Jeez, he's snowed in.
So on his own, he's doing well.
He's snowed in, Ray.
Snowed in. I was very surprised. First of all, he liked our stuff.
Oh yeah, I did see that. Yeah, I did see a bit of that.
And he sent us a message, and I was going,
did he?
"Wow,
did he
actually?
Great.
Yeah, but I made a bit of a shy to this.
Ray, you're thinking now straight away. Lovely, we're on the radio. We can just.
Stop
giving him false hope, Keith. You bowsy.
Keith anyway then sent us a message. Lads, do you ever have guests on? Question mark.
Yeah.
Right, and I replied, "How are you, Keith?" Well, we do indeed the odd time, mostly at the live shows, as the box room where we record is a bit tight for additional crack. Have you any suggestion in mind?
Was he on about himself?
I think he might have been.
And did you not message back then since?
Well, I took the wrong approach in this altogether, because it never dawned on me at the time
he's on about himself.
He might have been on about himself. And we had an opportunity to get a very funny man from 2FM on.
Yeah, why did we not
just... So I played really hard to get by the looks of it. And I went, well, can you suggest anyone? And he says back, I'll keep an eye out for the next live show. And he gave us that, thumbs up.
Ray,
So I think I fucked that one up.
This is why you shouldn't be allowed to talk to people. You fucking idiot. You should have said, Keith, would you love to come on?
When I went one further.
He's famous, you prick.
I know.
You're such an idiot.
I went one further. I said, good man. And I said, we're actually on February the 14th in Anderson's Tremendous Event Centre in Sligo. And we actually have Owen Colgan helping us out that night as a special guest.
So you're saying, Keith, we haven't room for you yet now because we have Owen on.
Yeah.
We'll get back to you whenever we want you.
Well, no, I just took it that he would like to come see us with a special guest.
No, he would. Oh, my God. There's a certain way. I don't like putting anybody on a pedestal, right?
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
But you have to treat this man with a bit of respect, Ray.
I was trying to. I was delighted to be talking to him. This is the first time I've ever talked to a very famous DJ bar, Fergal Darcy.
Like, okay, so me and Brendan have to have a chat about not letting you into the DMs anymore.
Well, I'm the only one answering the fucking thing.
I know, I never look at them.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to be looking at them now. I don't know what else you say to people.
I've realised another thing as well. The more I think about it, the more I'm going to do voice notes back.
Yeah, good idea.
It's a lot handier than writing
messages. Yeah. Voice notes is the way to go.
Keith Walsh, if you're out there and you might still be
listening.
listening.
Please come on our show, Keith.
If you're the special guest you were talking about.
Who do you think we got to pander and beg? Please, Keith, man, please. Please, Keith, come on, please.
I'm sorry I made such a mess.
You're such an idiot. Like, you big timed him.
And
we are so small time.
I didn't mean to.
But
it might work out well for us.
Anyone who has some notoriety, we'd love to have you on.
Yeah.
Anyone at all.
Yeah.
If you have over 400 followers.
On another note, yes, the So Funny Comedy Festival is starting up.
We are a week out.
We're a week out, 14th.
Yeah, so it's actually, so we have announced last week and we got confirmation that we're allowed to actually announce it because we weren't sure last week.
That's funny.
Owen Colgan is going to join us
We'll be taking the
show.
place of Keith Walsh.
So Owen Colgan is going to join us on the night.
Trying to do his best.
Yeah, to just have a bit of crack with us during the show. So he is actually doing a show in the IT that day, and then he's going to come and join us that night and have a bit of crack with us. So we are on Valentine's night on the 14th. Tickets are still available in Anderson's
All
Live.
the other shows are sold out, I believe.
Every other show, we're the only one. Ours is nearly sold out. There's 800 tickets left.
Yeah, I know. I think there's tickets left for tickets left for the other.
There's tickets left for some of the shows. So just
you
go on.
Say some tickets.
Yeah.
You gotta give the illusion of it's nearly time because remember that time in Rom, one place left available.
Yeah, that's what you do. Yeah. Also, what you got to do is in the middle of a promo is not allude to the fact that you really do the promo and talk about every single sentence that we say.
I just think you should say there are 2 tickets left for each of the shows.
There's definitely tickets left for all this. So just
2 tickets.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Ray! We're trying to do a promo for the show.
But I'm trying to make it right.
You're trying to make it all wrong.
If you tell people there are only 2 tickets, maybe 4 left for each of the last of the shows.
Okay, you do your promo for us. Let's see what it's like. Okay, you only.
Which camera am I looking at?
I won't interrupt you. Don't look at it. Just talk.
Patreon.
Down that line.
Yeah, there we are now. So there's only 2 tickets, maybe 4 left for all of the shows for the So Funny Comedy Festival. So if I was you, I'd be definitely booking one soon.
Okay, you didn't give them any information there at all.
I don't need to because it's all on Ticketmaster.com.
You can't add on to it after I've explained to you what
you
you've
did
done.
the old radio thing there.
Here we go. I'm going to show you how it's really done. Okay?
I don't think your one is good.
I'm going to cut a promo right now.
Yeah,
Ladies and gentlemen, the So Funny Sligo Comedy Festival from the 14th to the 19th. Tickets are available on Ticketmaster.ie or you can go straight to SoFunnySligo.com. Me and Ray here are on the 14th in Anderson's at 8 p.m. Tickets are still available for the show, but get them quick because they're hot.
How many tickets are left?
Why are you so...
How many tickets are left?
Because
if there's loads of tickets left, I'm in no panic. If there's a plentiful supply of tickets, then what incentive is there for me to go?
Yeah, but you've also
Russian?
switched that around.
I have money in accounts I could move to get these tickets.
You're talking like you used to always have this idea in your head.
I'm just saying.
It's not that long ago you would have said, look, I wouldn't bother going. Like, that's what you would have cut as a point. Look, I wouldn't be bothered. It's not going to be a great one now.
Yeah, that won't work.
Jesus Christ almighty, man. We're trying to cut some marketing here. Yeah. Fair play to James over here for flicking the keys off himself. Are you going to it, James? He is going to be there because he knows it's a show not to be missed. That's why.
Why are you cradling your microphone?
Sorry, I was trying to chat to him. Is there anything else we need to get to before we go, or will we just see everyone in Anderson's on the 14th at 8 p.m?
I think we'll see everybody in Anderson's on the 14th at 8 p.m.
Yeah, we will have another episode out next week though as well, won't we?
Well, I presume that is the live show.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, it will be. Yeah, so the live show will probably be out. We don't know what the crack is. Keep an eye on our Instagram that is booming, and our TikTok that is also booming as well. Ray, fair play to me.
And fair play to me.
Good luck.
Good luck. The Kendy and Raybo podcast, sponsored by Anderson's Tremendous Event Centre and Wonderful Food Items, and the Blind Tiger's marvellous alcoholic fruit drinks.